Angry guy here. And black women are shocked black men won't date or marry them as passport bros leave. Black women are shocked black men won't date or marry them as passport bros leave. It's no surprise that black women are now going through this. We have a video for you guys. We're going to jump into it. And it is literally this. Black women are furious. They are so shocked that black men are not marrying them or dating them anymore. But it doesn't mean black men are not getting into relationships. It's just not with them. Let's go ahead and have a listen.
Hello, everybody. It's 9 o'clock at night, and the world and the earth is singing its beautiful, beautiful summer song tonight. I'm outside chilling, looking at the stars. It's a bit cloudy tonight, but I'm still staying very present at this very moment right now. And as I'm looking at the stars, a thought crossed my mind that I wanted to talk about. Now, when I talk about this, I'm speaking solely from experiences, spiritually, physically, mentally, things that I've observed. And honestly, I'm not a statistics type of person. However, I do believe that anecdotes hold so much more power, because what you have experienced, nobody can disprove that. Nobody can disprove a true, genuine, and very real experience. It made me think about the whole concept of black love and the absence of it these days. A lot of movies and TV shows that I've been seeing have literally promoted, not saying that this is a bad thing at all, but have promoted the trend of interracial relationships. Like I said, not saying it's a bad thing, but me and my mom, we were having a discussion. She was telling me about one of her favorite black man millionaires. He gives great advice. I can't even think of the name. I think his name was like Billy Carson. No, okay. Let me look it up so I can give y'all the right information type shit. Yep, Billy Carson. Okay. My mom talks about him all the time. Handsome black man. And a billionaire. He just got him a Asian wife. Hey, nothing wrong with that. But why is it that
he just got him an Asian wife, right? She's absolutely shocked that he just got himself an Asian wife. Right, and Billy Carson is the founder and CEO of Forbidden Knowledge Incorporated and the best-selling author of the Compendium of the Emerald Tablets and Woke Doesn't Mean Broke. Very interesting, very interesting. And I mean, this is crazy, guys. So this guy is very wealthy, and you know what's interesting? What you're finding with these black women is that what they're mainly complaining about it's not so much that the average black man is no longer dating them, but that the black men that they want aren't dating them. The black billionaires are not dating them. The black millionaires are not dating them. The black men with money, power, influence, they're not dating them. They're not marrying them. And these women are shocked that this is happening. And they're like, what the heck is going on? Why are they marrying Asian women at that?
These black billionaires don't date black women. What's going on? Why don't you ever see a black woman, a successful black woman, a millionaire who's doing her biggest one with a black man who is also doing his biggest one. Now, I'm not saying that this shit does not exist.
So, why isn't it more often that you don't see these beautiful, successful black women out there, these girl bosses out there with these successful black men as well? It's like men don't care about a woman's money because what's hers is hers and what's his is hers. But women don't comprehend any of this. It's kind of like men prefer women who are feminine, fit, and friendly versus women who are argumentative, don't need no man, and will let you know that she has her own money, even though she's gonna spend all of yours. It's just intriguing.
I'm talking about this concept of two black people succeeding together. Now, we can look at our rappers, right? A lot of black men rappers that are not with a black woman, and if they are, that black woman was social media star. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that, because there is not, but I'm talking about black women who didn't make it off their looks,
Basically, she's literally upset because she's saying, okay, so there are some black men who do date black women, like Beyonce. Jay-Z's married to Beyonce, but what about your typical black rapper who has lots of money? Why isn't he out here giving sisters love? Why is he going out there and getting himself a woman of another complexion? Y'all see this? Do y'all see what's going on here? See, these women have held down these men for generations, held them down for generations, and they believe that these men are their property. All right? They believe that these men are property. They talk about it. They talk about things like black love. Guys, imagine if you said something like white love. It would be all over the place. White love, that's terrible. Love is love. It's love. Love between people is great. When you start talking about white love, people would be up in arms. But then you start talking about black love is like it's a beautiful thing. It's creepy as hell. Black love? What the heck? All right, just think about that very, very carefully.
Talking about black women who really had to build themselves a solid foundation through the struggle of it all, through the weight of the world, through these black men, right? It's like in the midst of it all, we forget our worths and we hypermasculinize ourselves. We become this hypermasculine character / woman because of all the defense mechanisms we had to put up with as we try to make our way to the top. And then in the middle, we somehow get lost in the sauce because at the end of the day, we want a man to take care of us. Somebody wants a man to take care of us. We want to be taken care of. Now, I grew up very traditionally as a black person, I feel like, or as a black woman, very stereotypically with separated parents, with being the only girl, being the older sister, having to hold the house down when, my parents weren't around. Not saying that that was an often thing, but just saying that, I'm big sister type. So because of that, and also growing up with little brothers, I kind of gained a different type of understanding and empathy toward the world that made me see black people in a completely empathetic light, and as black people we should always, but not, because especially if you grow up in an all-black environment, you see another nigga and it just look like another nigga. But we forget the reason why we're all together in the first place. Now, I can talk about black women and say that being...
It's crazy because for a moment it's like you're listening to these people speak and you think they're you think they're just people, and then they drop the N word and you remember that you're dealing with a hood rat.
being the older sister, being on defense mode, it has definitely ingrained some masculine traits that I had to get rid of, or that I still have to let go of. Some of them I'm even unaware of, that I watch these femininity videos and they be like, yeah, you do this, cut that shit out. And I'm just like, we need to stop trying to take care of these niggas. The way that we grow up sometimes, especially Black girls that grew up in all Black environments, we have to realize that we don't gotta hold the house down all the time. Black men are men. They are not our Black babies. We are not supposed to be taking care of these niggas. We are not supposed to find these broken men and try to heal them, be the best thing for them, just so they can trail off and get well off in life and dump us for a white woman. No.
Guys, see, this is what's up. Men need to stop fighting with each other, regardless of skin color. Men are supposed to focus on like characters, not like skin tones. Women, on the other hand, hate each other, and they always have and they always will. You know, I mean, if you look at feminism, all feminism has done is make white women more powerful. All right, it was never about equality. It was never about equality or intersectionality between Black women and white women and women of all different skin tones. No, it's about white women getting their back, and they've done just that. And now you have these Black women out here, cry me a river, saying that it's not our job to take care of these men. Y'all the ones who went out there and hooked up with these dudes, and when there were good men out there, you didn't want them, and now you're crying and hollering and screaming. You look at guys like, she has a picture. She had a picture of, what's his name? What's that dude's name? Donald Glover on the screen earlier. Donald Glover was a part of a group called the Mystery Team. He was a part of a comedy team. I used to watch him on YouTube. I loved watching his skits on YouTube. They were amazing. We're talking about like over 10 years ago. All right. And if I recall correctly, he was the only Black guy in the entire group. So what ended up happening? Oh, let's talk about it. And it's interesting because Donald Glover, he was basically this guy who struggled to come up. He went to 30. He worked for 30 Rock on the show with Tina Fey. He was a writer. He auditioned for Saturday Night Live. They rejected him. Eventually he went over to a little show called Community. I never watched it. Evidently, it has its fans. All right. He started rapping, and he had to really work on his craft. The name that he got it from like this. It was like auto-generated, Childish Gambino. And, he worked his way up, and he struggled, and he fought, and he fought, and he fought. And this guy was a nerdy Black guy. This was not the kind of guy that a Black woman would want to be with. Black women would not give this man the time of day. All right? He was a highly educated Black guy. He looked like an anime nerd. And all his friends were white. Fast forward many years later, he's married, in a committed relationship to some white lady, and they have some kids, and he's happy. He's now a famous show creator, famous writer, show creator with Atlanta. Well known for his music, well respected. And women like her are furious. They're furious that the men they didn't want are now successful, and they can't have them. And they believe that they are entitled to these men because of the color of their skin. If that is not the definition of I want to use acism. I don't want to say, I can't say the actual word, but acism, because you know how, I don't know what is. It's absolutely sad. They think that they're entitled to relationships with successful black men because they are black. Talk about this ish.
Why are they dumping us for a white woman? Something to think about, right? But then you think about black men and the moms that have emasculated them and made them feel worthless and made them feel like they weren't cared about throughout their childhood, and then we wonder why they're not dating any black women. Not saying that this is a good thing, but damn, it's almost like it's a chain reaction. It's almost like black men grow up hating black women because of their moms, and then grow up, and then black girls end up hating black men because of their dads, whether they're absent or negligent, and whether their moms have had really bad black moms have had really bad experiences with men taking it out on their sons. It's just like, damn. It's just like almost as if this system is created for us to not procreate and to not be together. Almost like it's created for us to be oppressed and to feel worthless and to keep each other down. That's why there is this crazy race war within the black community, because now guys feel like they don't gotta chase a girl. So a girl gonna chase a guy because she ain't never had a solid male figure in her life. Not a solid male figure in her life, so she feels like he has to overcompensate in order to keep her guy. But no, man. Black women deserve billionaires. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about white billionaires.
Black women deserve billionaires. Did you hear what this woman just said? Black women deserve billionaires. And she's not talking about white billionaires. They deserve black billionaires. How many black billionaires are on the planet? How many young black billionaires are on the planet? Guys, the level of delusion is absolutely insane. How many black billionaires are there in the United States? How many of those black billionaires are single? Okay? All of these women believe that they should be with LeBron James. Some of them might settle for Jay-Z, although a lot of them think they're too good for Jay-Z. Kanye West is not even a billionaire anymore. And when he wasn't going to roll with them anyway. And they all think that they deserve a black billionaire. A black billionaire. She just said it. Not even white billionaire. Black billionaire.
In order to keep her guy. But no, man. Black women deserve billionaires. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about white billionaires. I'm talking about black billionaires.
Black women deserve black billionaires. Guys, this is madness. This is beyond madness. All right? I mean, geez, guys, this is the reason. Deserve black billionaires? There's not enough white billionaires to go around. All right? We've literally if you look at how many young self-made white billionaires there actually are that are single, you could probably count them all on your fingers and toes. And this woman believes that black women deserve black billionaires. Right now, young black billionaire, guys, not even, Kobe Bryant, his estate is like $600 million. They deserve better than Kobe. Kobe's no longer around, but they deserve better than Kobe. Better than Kobe. Shaquille O'Neal is worth something like $500 million, but they can't do it with Shaq's little money. They can't do it with that little money. All right, that's that Shaq's little milk money. Shaq's little milk money. All right, they need a real man. They need a billionaire to hold them down, a black billionaire, and it's Shaq's fault for not getting his money up so that he can be the kind of man that could hold them down, that he should be for them. And then you wonder why men are running away. Guys, this is I said this already, that like they're gonna lose black women. The black community is gonna lose all of their good men. The black community is going to lose all of their good men. They're all gonna rush out of the community. They're not gonna go back. They're not gonna go back. They're all gonna go overseas. They're either not gonna marry or have children, or they're gonna go overseas and find a woman overseas that is fit, feminine, and friendly. Fit, feminine, and friendly. That's it. They're not gonna get married. They're not gonna get married here. I talked about this. I showed you guys a video a couple of days ago from one of my favorite YouTubers, Buddy Brown, and I called it. I literally called it. I said that you're gonna have these little 13-year-old boys talking to their overseas girlfriends. All right, in some little shit, little crap country like Slovenia, because their parents are not going to allow them to get mixed up with some American girl. All right, they're not going to allow them to get mixed up with some American girl. And when summertime rolls around, and have these little boys saying they want to go visit Sarah over in Slovenia, and they're going to have to figure out how to afford it, because they cannot risk their sons messing around with these girls in America. And Buddy Brown literally said that he's gonna, he's like, thank God for Southern girls, or else I'd have to go and take my son overseas to go meet up some little I'd have to take my son overseas to go meet some little Slavic girl. This is what he said. This is what he said. I called it. I would have to take my son. All right? And he was saying when his son is like of age, these men aren't leaving their sons out there. If their sons go overseas, they're going with them too. If they go over there, find a wife, daddy's going over there. Dad is going over there. That is, especially if they come from a family with money, they're not tolerating. No. They're headed over there, and they're going to screen every last one of them. The family, the girl. It's going to be an interview. She better know how to act right. Telling y'all, it's serious like that. It is that serious now. And women don't care. They're still on this craziness. Billionaire. Look at this one. Black billionaire. White billionaire. She won't settle for a white billionaire. Black billionaire. Because every black girl deserves a black billionaire. Y'all, we're not talking about 1% of the population. We're not talking about 10% of 1%. We're not talking about 1% of 1%. These women are fighting for less than 1% of 1% of the population. Less than 1% of 1%. They're literally fighting for. I have 5 fingers on one hand. And they're fighting for fewer dudes than those. All right? They're fighting for fewer men than I have fingers on one hand. Fewer men than I have fingers on one hand. And they think that those are good odds. Guys, the level of it's like how I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And this is how the typical woman thinks. This is how the typical woman thinks. They deserve billionaires. Guys, did I not tell you that they want to have the ability to spend $10,000 a day at a spa, go to a spa and just drop $10,000, walk into a store, shut down the entire store, buy out the entire store. Kim Kardashian has a warehouse to hold all her stuff. A warehouse. Did I not tell you that what these women want? They want to have a warehouse to hold all their crap. A warehouse or multiple warehouses. They say that Elon Musk is going to be the world's first trillionaire, and he could become a trillionaire as early as 2025, while Jeff Bezos is not expected for Jeff Bezos to become a trillionaire, I think, until the year 2030. But let's be very clear, over the next 20 years, there are going to be multiple trillionaires. What if the next trillionaires they also expect, unless it gets shut down, is going to be the CEO or creator of TikTok? They believe that he's going to be a trillionaire over the next decade. He's actually a millennial, right? It's very possible that Mark Zuckerberg will also become a trillionaire over the next decade. All right. And you wouldn't tell me that these women are going to be out here saying that they deserve trillionaires. I'm telling you, guys, let me tell you what's going to end up happening. Because we're going to have trillionaires. We're going to have trillionaires. And when one of these guys ends up getting a divorce, you're going to have these women out here who signed prenups saying that they should get $100 billion because it's only a small amount of his money. The CEO, one of the founders, Sergey Brin from Google, one of the Google founders, his wife is suing him, saying that she's demanding $1 billion because he's worth almost $100 billion, and her argument is that $1 billion is only a very small part of his net worth.
Black billionaires deserve another black billionaire. Just because you hate your mama, internally, you have to figure that out. Just because your dad wasn't in your life, you have to figure it out. Because the true, genuine, spiritual love, you're going to find it in a white guy.
Just because you hate your mama? Just because you hate your mama. So, these women, they know that these black women are screwing up these men. And these men look at these black women, they're like, you know what? I don't want that in my life. I don't want that for my children. Because I see what happened with my own mother and how my mother screwed me up. And I'm not going to let that happen. And now these black women are coming out here hollering and screaming that that's not on us. Don't put your trauma on us. And you need to give us what we're entitled to, because we're entitled to your money.
You just simply have that person-to-person connection with that guy or that white woman if you just simply have that. But then we think about these white men and these Asian men and these men outside of our race really know how to treat women because they never had to, not saying that none of them did, but the systemic oppression, the generational trauma, along with childhood trauma, they don't have that weight of the world on their shoulders the way.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy how these women think. They think that they deserve the world, and they don't realize they have nothing to bring to the table.
Trauma, along with childhood trauma, they don't have that weight of the world on their shoulders the way that other melanated people do. Melanated, emphasis on melanated, brown, very much so brown. That black man probably grew up with a dark-skinned mommy, a brown-skinned mommy, an unambiguously black mommy, And so they can still branch out to a black girl, but it doesn't mean she's a unambiguously black woman. It's kind of saddening to hear, but we need to know our roots and our worth as black people. We deserve other black people. We deserve our culture. White men are not the men that's going to be like, white women do this, that. White women cook casserole and that shit is disgusting. Nobody says that. No white man says that about their women.
They think white men are holding down white women right now. White men are running away. White men are the first passport bros. Let me tell you all about white men for a moment. These some wretches. These men have been doing the passport bro thing since at least the 1800s. We have records. We have the records. These men literally snuck out onto the cover of Night. This back then, before they even had airplanes, these men have been taken off. White men have been fleeing for centuries. All right, and we're talking about just modern times. All right, y'all ever heard of the Vikings? Those were some passport bros. When they couldn't tolerate women in their environment, they went overseas. Women and new lands overseas. I don't know what this woman is talking about. White men were the first passport bros. They were the first ones to say, yeah, we can't deal with these women. We can't deal with y'all. All right? We can't deal with you, Felicia. We can't deal with you anymore. We can't deal with your shit anymore, Felicia. All right? We're going to go marry some Native Americans. And that's the end of that.
Asian men don't be like these women. They be all up in the beauty supply stores and the nail salons and shit. Now, don't call me racist because, bitch, I'm not. But I'm just saying, like, ain't nobody saying that. Ain't no Asian man saying that. Even if they get with a black woman, even if they get with a white woman, they still gonna respect their Asian woman. We have to do better as parents. We have to do better as lovers. And we have to do better as people because we forget. We separate ourselves in these gender boxes. But we are people. Somebody asked me why am I watching like things about men and semen retention and shit like that. I don't have no semen to retain, but bitch, I want to understand. Everybody should. There's no separation. We're just people. We're just human beings at the end of the day. And we have to realize that what our value is as people and that we are priceless and we should not be settling for crumbs. Ever.
Black women should not be settling for crumbs. So basically, broke boys, men who are not billionaires. All right? Because every black girl deserves a billionaire. And it's because of white culture and the stereotypes and the legacy from oppression, from the oppressive era, why black people are in this current state and divided. But every black girl deserves a black billionaire. Not a white billionaire, a black billionaire. Yeah. I don't know what Keisha is on right now. I don't know what nonsense Keisha is on, but she's on some real jazz.
Oh,
like this.
oh, hey. We're doing
I
it
do
right.
it with no hands.
What kind of strip club is
like
this?
This.
Yeah,
And do it
weird.
with hands.
yeah. You kind of thick.
The fuck?
What
What are you talking about? Nigga, this, okay?
I thought this was a strip club.
Don't do that. Here, 1, 2, hey!
What, man? What a club at?
Yeah, high
This
five.
right.
Ah, this nigga gonna do high five.
Way to go.
Woo,
I'm gonna make it rain and you take off your clothes.
Security. Ain't no strip club here.
Oh, my bad. You're a Moore's a liar.
Harden, we know how much you like clubs.
Yeah. Hey, well, how you know?
We have party for you.
For real? Ah.
Harden.
Damn, she fine as hell. Hey, let's pop some bottles.
Okay.
So you're stripping or
What the fuck are you talking about, nigga?
the fuck?
Hardin, right here. Photo.
Oh damn.
What? You?
Gee.
See what's happening right here. That's James Harden, and he's over in China right now, and he's around all these beautiful Chinese women. Guys, you really think that these men, after they go overseas and they experience something like this, where women are feminine, fit, and friendly, and actually show them respect and see value in them, you think they're gonna come back to the States and put up with the nonsense like this other woman is going on with, saying that every woman, every little black girl deserves a black billionaire? Not even a white billionaire. She literally said, not even a white billionaire, a black billionaire. Oh my goodness. There's Michael Jordan. There used to be Kanye West. He's not there anymore. I believe that he'll get back there eventually. But there's Michael Jordan. There's Jay-Z. In terms of black men who are billionaires, there's what's his name? LeBron James. And there's not that many others. There's just like there's a few others, but there's just not that many other black billionaires in the United States, black male billionaires. You know, there's Tyler Perry. And then these women, they don't just want any black billionaire either. They want rappers. They want a black billionaire rapper. There was only two. There was only two, y'all. There was Jay-Z and Kanye West. They were the only two black billionaire rappers. That's it. And Kanye isn't a billionaire anymore. So now he's too broke for them. He's only worth $450 million. But he's too broke for them. Because black women in general have now graduated from millionaire to billionaire. And I told you the next level up is trillionaire. All right? Because as soon as we start having trillionaires, these women are going to say, we have trillionaires on the planet. Yes, queen, you deserve a trillionaire. You deserve a trillionaire. $1 billion is not even a lot of money. I could scratch my behind with $1 billion. $1 billion is nothing, queen. $1 billion is nothing. Yes. 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 These broke boys with their little $1 billion when we have trillionaires. I'm gonna get me a trillionaire, girl. Guys, what do you think about this? Black women are shocked black men won't date or marry them as pastor bros leave. I want to hear your opinions on this. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, man. Walking away, and cheers.